All right, Adam, our honorary Filipino, thank you for sitting here with us.
Sure.
So, dude, how has your wedding planning gone so far?
It's been busy. It feels like a whirlwind. We've kind of gone through like places we like that are on the edge of our price point budget-wise, and then we
Like,
find yeah, and then we find places that we're like, it's okay, but then if it's within our budget, we're like, oh, this is cool.
well, that's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. So that's where we're at right now. It feels like we're always kind of like, we find a place that we really like, but then it's like very, we're like pushing our budget to its limit.
But did you start to consider like the other sub factors of what the one that's like, let's say the one of the venues that's like pushing past your budget?
Yeah.
Are there other things that they're including that maybe might be okay?
Yeah, like
maybe
definitely.
they're adding more food or.
Yeah, definitely with Descanso, where it's like it's interesting with them. Like the venue is cheap. Like the venue is like $6K. Just to just put it out
Oh,
there.
that's not bad.
Yeah, but the catering is like $20K.
But do they require you to use their catering?
They do.
Oh.
So that's the weird one. That's the
Oh.
weird one we're running into. Is like we love the venue.
Is there a fee if you use an outside caterer? Is that a possibility?
Apparently they don't allow outside catering.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's.
So then it's really 26.
So it's really 26 is what we're looking at. Yeah. So it's interesting. So we kind of like I have to kind of look at it that way, where it's like okay. I could look at it in the sense of like, yeah, the food's $20K, and I could just kind of focus on that, or I could just say, well,
For how many?
That's going to be for 100 people.
100 people, 20.
Yeah.
Average wedding price is wedding budget is like 35K.
Yeah, that's what our budget's about 40K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's still some wiggle room in the top there.
Yeah.
Well, what's left?
Well, photography, videography.
I know some people.
Yeah, I think you do. What else do we have left? Decorations. She wanted
DJ?
some like DJ. Yeah, exactly. She wanted gifts, some like wedding gifts. Which,
Are you doing like any bands or any like?
No, nothing too fancy for. We just wanted like a DJ, just to kind of like play our set list during the reception. Left on
Is there
that.
going to be heavy Filipino guests too?
Yes, and that's another problem we were running into because obviously.
I know those aren't Filipinos
No.
coming to these weddings.
No, not that. That's not the problem. The catering though, because we wanted to include like some Filipino foods.
Hey, how about just Filipino like desserts so that way.
Yeah, that's where we're working with the catering, seeing if we could do at least some like lumpia. I actually, it's funny, like me more than her actually, we wanted the pork, the pig.
Oh, that's right.
Lechon, yes. I was like, I would really want lechon, and she's like, that's a good idea.
And the Filipino know they're in the party when there's a lechon there.
Yeah, so it's funny, like, we were like talking about it, I was like, I really want lechon. She's like, yeah, that'd be perfect for like my Filipino guests.
I mean, but that's easy.
Yeah.
And that doesn't like really involve the catering as much. You literally just get that darn pig. Someone usually can come with that pig to serve it.
Yeah.
And then that's just another vendor in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
And we
too
were
bad.
talking to them. We're like, the catering was thankfully was being like, yeah, we could probably be flexible on that.
That's cool.
So.
But again, if you don't get the lechon, even desserts.
Yeah.
Or even have like a dessert, like a Filipino themed dessert table that just has, and then you're introducing the cultures. Maybe even do a dessert table that has Mexican and Filipino.
Yeah.
And have a multicultural dessert table.
Yes.
It still integrates.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's a good idea because they do allow, dessert-wise, they allow you to bring any desserts that you want in. Only thing that they were saying, which we might try to get around, is like they charge every time they slice a piece of cake for you. So if it's a cake, they slice, it's a $3 per slice fee.
Cupcakes!
Yeah, and that's what they were telling us too, like we do cupcakes. So.
Smaller cake for the cutting.
Yes.
That you guys cut.
Yes.
And then.
That's where they were actually recommending that too. They were like,
okay.
Yeah, so they're being cool about it. They're like, yeah, we know, but it's just like, I guess they just have a lot of like regulations like that, I guess.
You know what? You guys are like, you're approaching it with such mindfulness and logic.
Yeah.
I think you got a good start here.
We're trying. Yeah, we're trying. That's how we're trying to look at things. We're trying to like, okay, what makes sense? What makes sense?
And it's so beautiful to like be able to blend that.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like Filipinos are the Asian Mexicans anyway.
Yes.
The values are so similar.
Yes.
I mean, the words, obviously, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We got so many of our foods come from Spanish language names.
Yeah.
So it's great. It's a natural blend.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And I know we're excited. It's funny because she's hopefully going to have her sisters come from out of the country to be here. So that's another reason why we want to do like some kind of like, it's funny because I was going to ask you off camera, about doing, if you guys offer like any kind of like video interview kind of
Yeah, we do.
service. Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I love doing it. It adds so much more
Yeah.
depth and emotions to.
Yeah,
to
it was
so-
actually her idea to do that, and I think it's a good idea because it's just like it would be cool to introduce kind of like our story, you know,
Yeah.
through like some kind of media form, you know, to them.
Yeah,
Since-
like how you met and that
like
kind
how
of
we
thing.
met, yeah,
Yes,
since
we
they're-
actually have some samples of that even on our Instagram right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And we
Love-
can integrate that kind of thing into an engagement shoot.
Nice. Yes.
So-
yeah, that's
So we
that's
can
what we're
talk
looking
about
for.
that. That's
yes.
a fun way to make an engagement shoot video, is just adding a how we met aspect to the engagement shoot. So cool little tip there.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you.
Yes, thank
I don't
you.
want to take up more of your time, but
Yeah.
thank you for sitting with me and like
Yes.
sharing all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure that other people that are like blending cultures and stuff have hopefully learned something from this.
Yeah.
And just got some ideas.
Yeah, totally. I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.